Hello everyone, my name is Bat Tiger and welcome back to Games Binge. This is episode 3 of our daily show where I try out some games that I found for free on the internet because I want to. And today I've got one of them games where you shoot bubbles at things. Oh, I get it. Basically, the reason I'm doing this... Oh, I see, I need to... Oh, I could have gotten that off mine, they fell off anyway. Basically, this type of game is dead easy if you understand any level of maths. So, I only played this game because I saw it, and it reminded me of the absolute jam that is the PlayStation 1 classic Buster Move 2. And if you've never heard of Buster Move 2, oh boy. You probably haven't, but if you remember it, you remember it. So that game was it's basically this, but it's like difficult. I've played it on the PS1 that I have, watch my YouTube shorts to find out more about that. Oh, they're frozen, so I need to get to the warm, obviously. Because that way, it'll get rid of them. Also matching next to them also defrost stuff. Just put one of them up there, bin you back corner there, pop that there, pop that there, pop that there, pop that there, pop you there, and sack it off over there for a minute, mate. Perfecto. Bam. Perfect. Just start taking out this top layer. That's the wrong colour, I'm a dumbass. Okay. Don't worry, I'm only slightly colourblind, so it's fine. I'm not colourblind for these colours, don't worry, otherwise I'd have already started mixing them up. There's like a very specific range of like certain pinks that I can't see properly, and I know this because at GCSE level my computer science teacher picked 2 of those pinks to distinguish colours on a mark scheme. And I could tell them apart, but not because I could tell apart the colours, but because the pattern that it was printed on, like onto the paper. Yeah? Okay. The pattern on the paper is slightly different from each colour. So my dumbass used that to tell them apart, because work harder, not smarter, when necessary, you know? Perfect. I require... get that out of there. Get you there, get you back there. Get you out the way, you out the way, and we win. What can I say? That took way more moves than it should have. That was just Duolingo. I don't need to care for another few hours. So, right away I'm seeing this. Here's where it gets interesting. Because now... Bam. As you can see, the turntables have turned. Go over there. Get out of my way. You are the same colour, that's good. And we win. Whew. It's a more relaxed one for Games Binge, really. I mean, the first video we were beating people to death in acts of corporate sabotage, and in the second we were, you know, on a battleship, which, luckily that one recorded better, which is good, because that first one had god-awful quality. Oh my god, don't watch it, but do, because I'm confused, but don't, because, like, you know, like, it would freeze, it was just terrible, it was so bad. I don't know if YouTube fixed it, because I certainly haven't. But yeah, hopefully this one does right by me, but you know. There we go. Oh, we're good at this. And, I'm a genius, what can I say? Oh, and we get one of them to start with? I'll take a bomb, sure. Wait, that came out wrong. I'm not a terrorist, I swear. We need the bombs to destroy those, okay. Yeah, I need to erode that slightly. So we want to hit there. Yeah, we want to hit there. Okay, if I can get through up there. You can just go there for now. You can chill there, and you can sit there. Perfect. They're gone, and they've been revealed. I'm a genius, truly. How am I a genius? It doesn't reveal itself to most, because it's not there. But to those of us who are schizophrenic enough to find my intelligence, they will realise that I am a genius, or that they are high on something. And whatever it is, I kinda want some. But, you know, if I'm being quieter, it's because it's 10:30 at night, and I don't want to bother the other people around us too much. Gotta be considerate. That's... You know how I said about being considerate? That just wasn't where I needed you. Absolute spoon brain you are. He says while making the shittest matches ever in this bubble shit game. I swear Angry Birds have a game like this. And I remember this because as a child and as a current, I play a lot of Angry Birds Transformers. Well, on my old phone I did, but it's on an SD card that moved over to my new phone, but it didn't transfer the app over, so I don't have my app data unless I move the SD card back to the old phone. And then I might have to reinstall the app, and that means I lose all my progress, which is annoying, because getting gear for your Transformers is more difficult now. Now, my problem with that is that I have a loadout, right, so Thundercracker, bollocks. Thundercracker is one of the Seekers. He is a... Shush for a second, I'm trying to talk about Angry Birds Transformers. So, Thundercracker is one of the Seekers. I probably need to talk a bit louder because this microphone is plugged in, but it's not... He's a mini-epic character. His gun never reloads and never overheats. That's its... So it's balanced. You know, that balances it, right? Fast fire rate, no damage. That makes sense. There is an upgrade for him that gives him explosive rounds, and that basically means that every single shot hits harder than some of the stronger characters in the game. That just didn't do anything. That did, though. Bollocks. That is an angle of that. No longer works. Now it does. Why? Because I'm a god at this game. I'm actually trash. I'm so washed at this kind of game, bro. Plus 20 moves. Oh, I'll take that. I'll also take degenerates you being nailed to a cross. But you know, get them, boys. Okay, good. We win. GG. Wow! Score multiplier times 3? Oh, okay, here. Now this is where it gets interesting. You want to hit there first, then there. Then, both of these are equally bad. There. Ooh. Now that be an interesting one. Yeah, that only works once, doesn't it? Unless... There we go. I'm a god at looking at trajectories and going, the dots pointed that one. Truly. I'm amazing at this. I could probably have Buster move to another good go at, to be honest, and do alright. If I'm ever home alone, I will just crack out the PS1 and have a go, because it seems fun. But yeah, I like games like this, because it's nice to relax. Because normally I play like Warhammer 40k, which is relaxing until your Knight Acheron dies turn 1 because anti-vehicle 4-up and devastating wounds is rather strong on damage 2 against 25 wounds in close combat with orcs. Never making that mistake again. At least the Castigator did well. And when I say did well, I mean he was my MVP, killed the most units and survived the longest. But you know. Still died in the end, which is annoying because he was like well good at his job. That's not where I need that to be. Just put that there. That got rid of that. That'll get rid of that. And that will get me. Level complete. Times 5? Oh, I'll take that. Oh, I can use my mouse to do that. So if I hit like here, that doesn't trigger you, but that then means I can do that to trigger you instead. Interesting. Ah, that actually worked. Damn. I'll take that. Get him. Yeah. But yeah, it's nice to relax, you know. Again, game link will be in the description if anyone wants to play. Yeah! Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know. There we go. Oh, you can't do anything for me, but you can. Not if I had potential. And I wasted it. But then again, who hasn't wasted their potential at some point? You know. But as Master Wu did once say, the key to learning your true potential is to be incredibly marketable. Just ask all of Lego Ninjago. I mean, seriously, those... Right, I'm going to say this now. As a child that loved giant robots, and as a teenager who still loves giant robots, Pacific Rim is my favourite movie. I don't care if it's not the most well-written thing ever. I will forever prefer it to every other film in existence. Unless they make a really good, new Pacific Rim style movie that can just fill its niche but better. But my point being, I like Pacific Rim. As a child who wished to, you know, have an imagination, because I wasn't like an iPad generation child. I mean, I was in the generation with all of them. I wanted to finish saying my point, but my computer storage got filled, so I just had to clear it out and recycle it. But as I was saying, I wasn't really like an iPad child. I wasn't raised with like screens. I had a tablet, sure, but it was like one of them, like, you know, Amazon like Kindle Fire tablets. I could run like Minecraft Pocket Edition and stuff. I didn't watch much YouTube. I didn't like do much. So as a child, I still had quite like the active imagination, you know. In fact, I have a theory that not giving children screens would probably help foster an active imagination. Which is why I still have one. But my theories aside, I'm out of moves because I'm bad. But what was I saying? Right, yeah, Lego Ninjago. As a child who liked Pacific Rim, Lego made like these Ninjago sets. And if you know one thing about ninjas, it's that according to the lore of the Lego Ninjago, every ninja, every season needs a brand new element-based giant robot. And I say this now, and I will say this again. I'm probably talking way too quietly, turn your volume up, but also, they were the coolest shit ever made. Oh my god, I still like them, they're so cool. Like, one of them didn't have working knees, but that's fine, because I just rolled the legs in them, and that was reasonable. Yeah, but whatever. So, my point. As a child, I still had, like, stuffed animals and stuff, but I had 2 brain cells strung together. I figured something out. If you take, like, a cuddly dinosaur, like a natural history museum one, I'll see if I can get a picture to edit into this video, to put there, exactly there, 2 minutes into this second clip. I need to remember to do that in the edit. I'm probably going to leave me saying that in, so you get to hear the behind the scenes. Ooh, look at you! You watched all the way into this one. You actually get to hear something cool about my filmmaking process. Well, not filmmaking, but like, you know, making process, the creative process. There we go. Right, but I figured out that those were pretty big compared to your average Lego minifigure, right? And they were roughly the same size as a Lego Ninjago mech. Now you can probably see where I'm going with this if you're autistic like I am. But I figured out that if I made those two fight, it was basically just Lego Pacific Rim. And you try this, as if you're like a child with those two things and you like Pacific Rim, give it a go, let your imagination go wild. Whew. Amazing. Hours of fun, trust me, okay? Actually trust me on this. I'm an expert on being a kid because some would say I've never grown up, but and those people are correct, I never intend to, because if you let your inner child die, you will never be fun. The trick to having fun is not caring if it's cringe, by the way, if you want to know why you as a kid seem so much happier than you now. It's because you didn't care. If it was cringe because you liked it. And to be honest, I think we need to bring back more of the I don't give a fuck if it's cringe, I personally like it, you can go kick rocks energy, because that's kind of a vibe. It's kind of my vibe, I like it. I kind of vibe with it. But my personal vibes aside, right, try this, genuinely. I was a very, very happy child once I discovered this, to the point where I'll still do it to this day if I have time. Like, if I can be honest. Do you know why? Because it's fun. That's why. We're keeping this one in circulation as long as we can, because it's good, but I thought it's going to actually end up costing me in the long run, so hit that there. That's, you know what? Beneficial to an extent. But, right, and when I figured this out, yeah, genuinely, it's genius. And so I'd like to thank LEGO for making specifically, I don't remember its number, like its set number, but there was the Zane's Titan mech thing, entirely because of its legs, okay? And you might be thinking, okay, where the hell is he going with this one? And truthfully, I don't know how I'm going to word this without it sounding weird as, but the knees on that thing, dude, are incredible. Let me explain. LEGO did like a sort of system where, you know, they're like little like ball and sockets, right? The little one, like the little like clicky one, like you get like a 2x1 plate, and it has like a little ball or a little socket on it, right? Those, not the Bionicle scale ones, the little ones. They have like a couple of those on like a rolling Technic pin, and they have that behind the hinge of the knee, and it makes that joint so much stronger. Oh my god, it's actually genius.
It works, okay, trust me, it's a good joint. Alright. Back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Like, whoever came up with that needs to win the lottery. That's how, like, smart that idea is. Like, Nobel Prize really right there. That's, like, genius. I never thought of that. I'm not smart enough. I'm not worthy of such intelligence. And whoever is, honestly, I fear you. Bollocks. It's fine, we can just get rid of it. But, again, what's my point here, right? It's so good that you know, Lego gets damaged eventually. Like, you stop putting the bits back together on the set, you start adding your own little custom bits of flair to add the lore to it, right? At least I do. My entire... I don't want to have to spend my entire life explaining a Lego universe that I created as a child. All you need to know is that the story is still going to this day whenever I can find the time and the patience to sit down and play with Legos. I'm not ashamed to admit that on the internet in front of all these people, because it's fun, you know? And given the decade we're going through, we probably need a bit of fun here and there. But yeah, all seriousness, like, as serious as this conversation is, I'm talking about Lego Ninjago. But this game is very good to talk over, actually. But Right. So I eventually I got another like Lego Ninjago mech set, right? But the problem with that one is that it didn't have knees. But by this point the Titan mech was badly damaged, right? It was, you know, it had many years of combat, it was worn down a bit. That model, it just wasn't serving well anymore. And so I got that, and I put it together with the other like mech, the one that didn't have knees. I can't remember what it was called. It was like some like big elemental combiney thing mech. The only thing I think of is Voltron when I think of it, because it was like again, this is still Ninjago, so like Cole had a bit, and like Zane had a bit, and Jay had a bit, and Kai had a bit. Lloyd didn't have a bit because he's just not cool enough. But like, you know, they all had like their bit of the robot, and it was all like different colours and stuff. I think Zane was the legs, and he turns into like a drill thing or something, and that's why it didn't have knees, because that thing couldn't bend. Right, but I only have one move left, please. Right, fuck you, you didn't. But. Right, I sorted out the legs for these things, Titan mech legs, and it still fit the colour scheme because it was still white, obviously. So what happened was, it actually just looked like hella good, and I think if I replaced, I have it behind me. I'm gonna grab it, but like, I'm standing up. Oh my back, oh my legs as well. Come here, you. Yeah. Obviously this thing has been repaired with like custom parts and stuff, but it's mostly the original kit. Okay. The original kit. The original set. Christ, it's not a Warhammer model. Just spaffed that into the void. I wanted that one. But yeah. It's a cool set I made myself, and I'll show you it, but I figured out the connection points worked, and it looks really good, and I'm actually really happy with it, so I'll probably put a picture of it in as well, because I may as well show off the creativity I had as a child, and still somewhat have, to the internet for the sake of, well, someone needs to know about it, preservation of history, you know, but yeah, so I'd like also to humbly thank you all for watching this unadulterated ramble about Legos and Ninjago and Pacific Rim and all that stuff. I don't know, I fully just lost my train of thought in this sentence. I kept it for so long and then I lost it. Oh, that sucks. Can I hit that? I can hit that. Let's go. Done. Oh, that's good, that's good. Okay. You're great, right? We're so good at this game, we are. Oh, we're so good at this game. But yeah, right, thank you all for watching this bit of Games Binge. It's been a quiet one, it's been a fun one, the game link will be in the description. As always, if you wish to play it, I hope you do, to be honest, because if you just need to sit down and ramble, it's amazing, genuinely. I've not been bored for a second while doing this. Like, it's holding my autistic ass attention, like, you know. It'll definitely hold yours. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see all of you next time. This is also like a good game for if you make like crap YouTube shorts or something. And subscribe or I'll shoot you with balls that are the same colour as you until you disappear and give me money. I don't know. Bye.